Game time. Pain time.
It's going to be a long summer if we can't win tonight.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sport. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one. Yeah.
But my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
It's been a while since MP has been challenged to tally.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
Filthy, guys. Just filthy.
Man, you said it, GA.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the practice hours that went into that. That could have gone into something else.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got Anthony Edwards. Peyton Watson is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Cook, and it's Jerome in at the one spot. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
Your team's main focus tonight? Well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Devin?
Thanks, David. Whitmore drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Minnesota. It's a three-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Thompson passes to Mutton. Back to Thompson. Launches a three, and another three for Houston.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Edwards passes to Jerome. Back to Edwards. There's the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate lead.
And that one drops for him. Money's got his second basket of the night.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Outside Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Rockets leading by 4. Baseline J on the way. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Jaquez outside. Pass to Jerome. Shot clock at 6. Over Augustine. Cook kicks to Watson. Edwards with it. Another shot. Here's Cook and another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Cook. Good on both. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Whitmore finds Thompson. Pass to Money. To the middle. Thompson outside. The Rockets with another miss. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Jaquez. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Edwards can't hit.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And yes, it's good.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Jaquez. There's Jerome. It's good from long range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Money. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Christie's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. Here's Jerome. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Edwards. They set the pick. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Here's Thompson, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Stan, for coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world...
On the court for the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's Christie in at the point guard position. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
The Rockets trail. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pelicans made some terrific plays. He dropped 24 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Just another remarkable performance from him. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
Outside Young. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Jaquez, beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Jaquez has got 9.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From deep. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Houston on D. 6-point game. Nice shot by Christie.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
To stop the run. Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down! Oh, the devastating windmill jam!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Now here's Young. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game from behind the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Christie, soft touch off the glass. Christie's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Brown with a screen. The 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Christie. The 3. Augustine with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And the jam by Brown.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jones, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Just 24 hours of all-star voting remains. Make sure to cast your vote now if you haven't already.
And for all those hopeful players, good news could be just a day away.
He leads the West in voting.
And that's no shock. Always one of the players that the fans love to see.
And keep checking in for the latest at All-Star voting results. Here's Christie. He's got 15. Lets it go. Minnesota again missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Money. And here's Whitmore. Brown with a screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Money. Driving inside, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes play. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Young, Nick Richards out there with Jones, and there's Christie, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Here's Christie, 15 points in the game. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, money in the last outing against the Pelicans was a big factor. He scored 24 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Yet another outstanding game for him. He's playing with a ton of confidence and dominating as a result. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Oh, here's Edwards. 23 points his last outing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Money. His last outing, he had 24 points. Now Watson. Oh, here's Edwards. Back to Watson. From downtown. Christie can't make it. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Money. 13 points in the game. They set the pick. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. He nails it, and we're tied up. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game, and we'll be back with you shortly.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting. Talking about the All-Star Game voting process. How exciting is this weekend, fellas?
Well, as someone who's participated, Ernie, in both the slam dunk and the three-point
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Houston Rockets.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. Thank you for being with us. Now,
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Cole Anthony having a dominant impact, guys, in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what?
So, I typed the text. I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be, and I apologize.
Timberwolves trail by 9. We've got Amen Thompson, and it's Augustine in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pelicans looked really strong. He dropped 24 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc. As usual, he was just sensational in that game. No one could stop him, and he knew it. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Fires it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jerome's got 7 points in the game. Here's Money. 15 points in the game. Back to Whitmore. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Whitmore's got his second bucket on the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Jerome. He has 7. Outside Watson. From 7 feet. And it falls all over the rim and in. 9 points in the game.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Edwards. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Cook. Money grabs the miss.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's Whitmore outside. Watson with a rebound. Watson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Cook, the pass to Jerome. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Good on the shot.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Brown, he's checked in for Augustine. The field for the three-point contest is just about set. And no matter what the final list looks like, it's going to be an incredible competition.
It just always is. The winner gets to stake claim as best shooter in the world. And that's a title lots of guys in this league really want.
He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And the hype around this year's three-point contest has been tremendous. And it's only increasing as All-Star Weekend gets closer.
Yeah, looking at the list now, I think any of these guys could win it. Speaking just as a fan, I can't wait to see what happens.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Oh, swiped away. And they're pushing it up. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by Brown.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Outside Watson. Jerome on the wing. They still need this. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Money. Rebound Minnesota. Cook's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. On the take. Sweet little floater. Money's got 19 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves trail by 19. And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Money. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Houston Rockets out in front by 19 going into the break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters.
Hey, yo, check this out.
Thompson is out there with Brown, and there's Money, and it's Cousins in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Here's Money out to Thompson. So, Greg, you played the point. And create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Houston leading by 21. Here's Money. Drills the three-pointer. Money's got 15 points here in the second half.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Richards, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Christie. Shoots over Cousins. Shoots a 3. Good on the three-point shot. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones is checked in. Christie against Pippen. Christie the pass to Richards. Pippen against Christie. And he makes good on the layup. Christie's got 30.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach, and
We've got Cam Whitmore, and it's Pippen in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Tipped, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot. Anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And so Houston takes this one.
MP already one of the all-time leaders in steals for his career. Drink plenty of fluid.